Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. Today is Tuesday, May the 6th, which means we have a new Atomic Shop weekly update that starts today, Tuesday, May the 6th. That goes to next Tuesday, May 13th, 2025. Now, before we begin, we did have a little hot fix going on. The maintenance break is over. And as we can see, we've been anticipating this brand new seasonal event called the Big Bloom, which takes place down in Susan's cabin. Now, I made a video about 2 weeks ago on the location of Susan's cabin, and we kind of checked out and explored the area. You can check out that video if you so wish. Now, the Big Bloom seasonal event will happen between May the 6th and May the 20th. I'm not too sure there's going to be any daily, weekly challenges involved with it, but we'll see how it goes. Let's take a look at this week's Atomic Shop weekly update and see what we get. All right, featured section here. Building a New World bundle, 1,800 atoms. Nice. Nice. Oh, nice little outfit there. That's quite something. Check that cat out, will ya? Oh, look at that cute little guy. Nice. Awesome. Huh. Now, we have something very similar to this prefab already here in the game. It looks like this is just a reskin of it there. That's very interesting. The Stronghold, 700 atoms prefab by itself. Again, we have something very similar in the game. I can't quite remember what it's called. I think it's part of the Communist bundle. But again, I've been in these before. They're a little hard to kind of place things down because how it's rounded kind of deal. But they may have squared it off. It looks like it has like a square corner, as you can see in the background there. So let me know in the comments if you bought this and tell us what you think of it. Well-kept weapons Workbench by itself, 500 atoms, roger that. Interesting, just a different skin for the weapons Workbench, and of course you will have to have the weapons Workbench plan in order to apply this in your building menu, and it'll be under the crafting slots. Black Ice outfit, that's what that bad boy is called, 700 atoms, look at that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Black Ice backpack to go along with that, 500 atoms. Now, this is not a backpack, it's a skin for a backpack. So you must have the small or standard backpack already, and you apply this as a skin under the mod section in your backpack added armor workbench. Or sorry, yeah, armor workbench, right on. There we go. Communist Carbine paint, V63 laser carbine, so 500 atoms basically for a paint here for the V63 laser carbine if you rock that. Comrade Fuzzy Plushie, 250 atoms. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good price, actually. Communist Collectron Station, 30% off for 350 atoms. Add a little Collectron to your Collectrons that you have already. Battle Scarred Bundle, 30% off. For, well, original cost is 2,000. The discount is 600. A nice little bundle here. Different items. That's actually pretty sharp. That framed American flag. Interesting. All right, that's our featured section there. Building a New World. Let's take a look at the next one. Blooming Haze. We got this one here last week. Blooming Haze bundle. So the original cost is 1,800 atoms for that bad boy. A nice little weather station here. I did buy this Poisoned Earth well. And you can check out that video if you so wish. If you're interested in weather stations, I do have a couple videos on weather stations. They are under appliances. They require a wired connection from a generator. And yeah, they work pretty good, actually. I don't mind them. They can be a little expensive on their own, which you'll see here in a second. Weather Station Blooming Haze by itself, 1,200 atoms. Again, I have a couple videos on weather stations, and basically they're all the same in terms of how you set them up. So if you are having trouble setting them up in your camp, you can still check out those videos if you so wish. Poisoned Earth well. Again, we got this one here last week. A little expensive for what it is. It was 700 atoms by itself. Generates acid, dirty water, nuclear waste. Now, not a whole lot of it. I bought it more so because I'm a big fan of camp resources and I like the look of it. But I can see a lot of people passing on this bad boy. If only I collected more. Steel Silo, 250 atoms by itself. Just looks like a floor decor item. Mulch Barrel, 200 atoms. Basically the same thing. We have a Dig It, 250 atoms for a Dig It emote. Seen this a lot on Twitter. Or X, what do you want to call it now. Google Mail Icon, 150 atoms. That's pretty Good for an icon. Dual female icon, 150 atoms. Greenery bundle. Original cost is 1,500. Again, I own some items in here already, such as these wall vines. I love these wall vines. I got them a couple months ago. They've come with full walls, sorry, and half walls. And there's a thin vines and thicker vines. So it's actually a nice little deal with those. Tree sap collector. I made a video on this a very long time ago, maybe over 2 years ago. Will collect adhesive while you play the game. So we all need adhesive for things in the game. This is a nice little camp resource. This spoiled apple tree, again, it is a camp resource. I also made a video on this last year. It will collect spoiled fruit, which of course we can break down and turn into fertilizer. But if you're looking for greenery and maybe a little camp resource that looks like a tree, that's a little bonus item there. All right, greatest hits, best of the best. We have the Communist Spine Bundle, 30% off. Original cost is $1,200. Discount is $360. Stealth Commando Bundle, 30% off. Original cost $1,500. Discount is $450. Interesting. And make sure before you buy these bundles, just don't look at the pictures. Always look at the description. You get a Commando Chinese Stealth Armor paint. That is very interesting. And it's not like the paint, the very first paint that we got, but it's very similar. But I know we had talked to someone about a few weeks ago on stealth armor paints, and so here's one right here. Looks very similar. Red Scar Power Armor Skin, 40% off for 840 atoms. Pretty cool. Commando paint by itself, 40% off or 420 atoms. That's pretty sharp. You can buy that by itself. So that is neat that they actually did that. So that's what it looks like a little up close. Not like the camouflaged version, Commando Chinese Stealth. But again, it's a nice little paint for the Chinese stealth suit. So that's pretty cool. Communist Militant outfit, 40% off or 480 atoms. Communist skin, 40% off or 420 atoms. The skin for the handmade rifle. Communist threat paint, 40% off or 420 atoms. Paint for the combat rifle. Red Shuffle paint, 50% off for 200 atoms. Basically a paint for the Pip-Boy. Don't get these very often. We got 2 of them here this week. That's awesome. Red Menace paint, 50% off for 200 atoms. All right, free special offers. We have this Communist Salute. I've had this for quite some time. I always recommend to people to, even if you're playing for 5-10 minutes, always check the Atomic Shop under the featured section, free special offers tab to get your free item. Today just happens to be caps. Now we're going to save that a little bit later just in case we have a daily, weekly challenge where we have to collect caps. We utilize that then. 50% off for a clown suit, 300 atoms. Now there's a dirty clown suit we have here in the game. It's just a cleaner version. Much cleaner version, mind you. Brotherhood bundle, 50% off for Fallout First. Original cost is 1,800. Discount is 900. Couple little prefabs here. That's a very popular bundle. It looks like we have the May 2025 free item. Excuse me, just one sec. Yeah, excuse me. Woo. Sorry, we have the May free / bonus item for Fallout First members only for 2025, May 2025, 5-finger fillet table. All right. So sometimes I call these items free. Sometimes I call them bonus. A lot of people get really offended if you call it free for whatever reason, but most people get the general idea, free / bonus item. We all know nothing's free in the game. Show off your skills with the knife of your missing fingers. Right on. Temporary increases luck and agility by 2, so that's pretty cool. Awesome, nice little buff there. I will be getting this and doing a little review on it a little later. It may be tomorrow because we are a little late starting this because of the maintenance breaks, but we'll see how it goes. Last but not least, the last week for this here Lucky Shot bundle. Original cost is 1,500 atoms. Some items in here. Now, of course, the fan, the hammer emote, I had purchased that, made a little video on that. You could check that out here if you so wish. Lucky Shot outfit by itself, 700 atoms. I'm still on the fence about buying this. I really like it, but yeah, I'm on the fence. It was like half that price, maybe. Saddlebag backpack, 500 items. Again, it's not a backpack. It's just a skin for a backpack. You must already have the smaller standard backpack plan. You apply this as a skin under a mod on the backpack you have under the armor workbench. We do that here all the time here in game. The Persuader paint, 500 items. So this is a very unique paint for the combat rifle and fixer. So that's pretty sharp that they did that. Rotary rifle rack display, 500 items. So I really like this display. Some people have liked it as well, but I do note some commenters had mentioned that it kind of floats a little bit. So just an FYI on that. Hourglass, 200 atoms by itself. Again, fan the hammer emote. You can check out that video if you so wish. I also show you how you can equip and unequip emotes in that video. So you can check that out if you're having issues with your emotes. Cinephile bundle. So the original cost is $1,800. It's heavily discounted for me because they own quite a few items in here from previous scoreboards and season passes. This popcorn machine is a real good one to have. Again, there's 3 different versions of popcorn machine. This is just one of them. Popcorn is good for eat a cake, pie, or candy, or pre-war food. Popcorn machine is definitely very useful to have in your camp. Wealth Exchange bundle, 20% off. Original cost is $1,300. Discount is $260. Again, I have one of my camps with this bad boy and love that prefab. I have the red version of this vendor here. The tracks don't move, but the upper section does. It's pretty cool. I also have a video on this Scentomatic perfume dispenser. I believe it gives you a buff of charisma. All right, but again, you can check out that video I made, I think about a year and a half ago here in the channel, just in case you're on the fence about it. I think that's it. It is nice. Some nice items. We got our May 2025 bonus item. That's pretty cool. So if you have any questions on some items here, or you want me to kind of reiterate, by all means, ask. See if I can help you out the best I can. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share me the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Not Me But Me, Yes Me That's Me, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ben Durant, John, DJ59, Picquerist, Benny Bunny, Gwen Trutnau, Tony Watson. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.